I'm Ryan Kelly, and we're here at the 2023 United Motorcoach EXPO in Orlando, Florida. And I have the distinct pleasure of speaking with Francois Tremblay. He is the president of Prevost. Thank you for spending some time with us today.
Ryan, always a pleasure to be here with you.
You know, in all the talk, is you here now and this reveal. Tell us about the special things you've got going on. They're actually about to happen in a few minutes here on the trade show floor.
Yeah, I think it's a great timing, right? As the industry restarts and everything, to have the opportunity to present our new revamped and refreshed H3-45. I mean, we could not ask for a better timing. So basically, I think the intention when we designed that new product was three things. We wanted to make sure there was something for the operators, for the drivers, and also for the passengers. That's basically what we kept in mind when we came into the design of this new coach.
Well, it's been exciting. Out of all the media that we did pre-production in the show, all the stuff about the Prevost reveal got the most attention. So people are really excited about seeing what's under this curtain that's next to us. And you know, it's interesting because it takes some period of time to develop a new bus. Tell us about some of the challenges you faced in the last 2.5 years bringing this thing to market.
I mean, right now, I think the biggest challenge, as you can imagine, is to develop a new bus that has 3,500 new parts in the context of all the turbulence we're seeing on the global supply chain. It was a heck of a challenge, right? And especially having the teams working together when everybody was doing telework, I gotta tell you, it made it a little bit challenging for the team. But I think with the results you'll see tonight, I think you'll be quite pleased.
Well, we know the H3-45 is a proven road warrior. It's one of the favorite buses in the industry. What's different about this one?
Well, if we go back to the main three topics I've just mentioned prior, which is let's start with the operator. I think the biggest thing is we really focus on how could we reduce the total cost of ownership, right? That was kind of their intention. The first thing we really focused was redesigning the complete vehicle to improve its aerodynamics. You know, with the front fascia, the rear fascia redesign, underbody, even the mirrors, and the Volvo engine. So with all this, we're able to get up to 12% better fuel efficiency. Talk about a cost reduction potential for operators.
That's critical. That'll buy you an extra bus every year, which you save in fuel economy, right? If you think of Toyota and a bunch of other things.
That's exactly right. That gives you the opportunity to make, put money elsewhere, because as you can imagine also, with now the price of the coach going up, with the cost of parts and everything, and the interest rates going up also, it's good that you're able to save on other sides, right? But the other thing I was going to mention about operators is we had our service team involved really early in the process, the design process of the new product. So what you will see is a lot of new improved serviceability elements. Thinking about our 3-parts bumper. Now you hit a bumper, you don't need to change the whole bumper, just a portion of it. Bigger access door. We have a new front trunk to get easier access to the defroster system, and wiping the wipers and motors. Little things like this will make it easier for our operators to service the product.
And what about that driver, the one behind the wheel? What's he got in store for him?
They're the second one who's going to have the best surprise, and this is going to be a good one for them. So I would say we'd completely redesign the driver environment. We have a totally new automotive-inspired, dashboard. We actually have a redesigned, wheel with all the integrated function. We have a new cluster, also digital and analog, where you can have all the information right there on the screen. You can even see now when you have a luggage door that is open and which one it is. We have a new integrated touchscreen where on the touchscreen you can have 360 cameras. We have the GPS system, backup cameras, everything on the same screen. Little things like this to make the driver experience, better. Just to finish on the driver, the other thing we thought about is safety, right? One of the things is simple things like reducing the A-pillar and changing the curvature of the windshield to improve visibility in the dead corners. So when they're driving in the city, it would make it safer for them to operate because they would have a better visibility.
What about the passenger, the one riding on that beautiful bus?
Many things also for the passenger. We redesigned the overall interior, so now you have a much brighter interiors, new lighting system, a new Dynoc ceiling, standard, white, beautiful, it's bright, clean, it looks amazing.
What's going on with the industry? So where do you see it from your standpoint?
We basically, the industry has been through a rough, pass over the last 2.5 years. Now the good news is things are restarting, and I've been talking since I've been here to many of our operators, and actually 22 was a great year when it came to revenue. I think, basically now the demand is back, even with all the challenges we're facing, and we're still facing, driver shortage and all that good stuff, but now everybody's restarting and everything, they're able to also to monetize, more their contracts, or they were able to improve, increase their daily rate. So that's good. So at least now, yes, they have additional costs, but they were able also to charge more for their services. So.
And speaking of service, what are, service is always something that you're well known for at Prevost. As we approach 2023, what are we going to see different from a service standpoint?
But from a service standpoint, basically a couple of things. I mean, of course, for us was to secure our service network during the pandemic. So we still have, our 15 service centers across North America. Our big challenge, as many of our operators, was mechanics, basically, and we've been putting a lot of emphasis over the last year to do more recruitment on that front. And I gotta tell you, now we've been pretty successful. We're still missing mechanics, so anybody interested, give us a ring. But we're moving in the right direction. And the other thing we're going to change is we have a new parts ordering system. Our old one was dating back to '82. I got to tell you, it was long overdue. So now you're going to have an Amazon-like experience when ordering parts at Prevost.
It's a partnership. When someone invests in a piece of equipment like that, you're friends. It's a 24-hour relationship. When they invest in your product, it's what drives their business, and what creates their profits. It's what their customers see.
Yes.
And the cool thing about this reveal is, we all know that H3's got wonderful curb appeal, and you've always been very sexy in your dynamics and presentation with the Prevost brand.
You will see, we brought it to the next level in terms of sexiness. I got to tell you, that new redesign is pretty appealing. And just little things, we have a new side trapezoid edal window, which is 54% larger than the previous one. So on top of looking quite impressive, actually it provides better visibility from the inside for the passengers, right? But talking about relationship, it's all about how do we support our operators. So for us, it's more than selling the coach, it's the support, it's the closeness. Those are family business, and they have a lot of equity in their fleet. So we want to make sure that we're taking care of that.
I've got to experience that firsthand as we've traveled the country with some of your reps with their companies, and the relationship and the conversations they have, and like vacation together with. It's a very special thing that you guys have going on.
It's a community, and it's funny because we have different segments, and our industry is a tight community. But talk about another community, the motorhome owners also, and you've been one of those not too long ago, right? So we have such a great brand with people that are so loyal, and so it's great to create those communities in our different market segments, right? So that's how it's a brand has to live beyond the product. It has to be an experience, and that's what I think Prevost stands for.
Well, as the captain of this ship, what's your favorite part of it? You get to see it all, oversee it, grow it, do the planning. What's your favorite part of it?
But I think it's the opportunity to bring great products, to the market, to have great relationship with people, that are amazing in our industry. And I think from a business standpoint, I think we have the best of both worlds also, meaning I can manage, Prevost as a standalone business within the Volvo world. So I get access to all basically the resource of a 110,000 people business, with much, R&D investments across. So I get access to all those technologies that can basically import back in our products, right? So it's kind of the best of both worlds, being part of a big family, but managing our business as a standalone business.
And speaking of standalone, we're coming up on a milestone in 2024. You're going to be celebrating 100 years in business. And just think of how the technology advanced since Mr. Prevost designed that first coach many years ago. How do you feel about that?
It's going to be a hell of a celebration, I can tell you that much. We're already preparing for it, right? We're going to do many activities, so stay tuned, watch social media networks, because we're going to be actually doing a lot of activities related to the 100th anniversary. But I think you said it right, it's a big milestone for us. One of the ways to celebrate it actually is going to be with the reveal tonight. Basically, our new H will be a model year 24, which is going to be a Centennial Edition with a special badging 100th anniversary. So little things like this, we want to start the celebration early, and our new H will be a sign of that.
We're here with Francois Tremblay. He's the president of Prevost. Thank you for taking the time with us today. Congratulations on the new product, and we wish you much success in your reveal tonight.
Thank you, Ryan, and thank you for being such a great ambassador for the industry.
Thank you.
Truly appreciate it.